Welcome to week 1 of Growing STEM. We will be doing an aerospace engineering project, which is building a slingshot rocket. For this, you will need a rubber band, a paper fastener, a straw, a large popsicle stick, a pencil eraser, some tape, a small sheet of cardstock, and some glue. Make sure you have your activity booklet nearby open to page 4 because we will be going through the questions later. To start off, we are going to glue our eraser to the top of our rocket. Now we're going to wait for it to dry. While we wait for our rocket to dry, we're going to cut out fins. Cut out 3 fins that are in the shape of a triangle. Here's what one of my fins looks like. Once you have your fins done, go ahead and tape them around the straw. Once you have your fins attached, it should look like this. Now we're going to make the slingshot. To do this, just tape your rubber band to your popsicle stick. Make sure you add enough tape so that when you pull the rubber band back, it does not come off. The last part to making your rocket is adding the paper fastener to it, which will give you something to launch with. So go ahead and bend your paper fastener a little bit so that it will be flush or flat against the straw. Then go ahead and tape it. Now all you have to do to launch your rocket is put the rubber band underneath the paper fastener like this, pull it back, and launch it. Nice job launching your rocket. Now we're going to go through the questions in the activity booklet. If you want to do the questions on your own, go ahead and pause the video and come back after you've completed your questions. The first question says, what did you find challenging about this activity, and how did you overcome this challenge? This question is open-ended and personal to you, so go ahead and write down one thing you thought was a little bit difficult and how you overcame it. The next one says, do 3 trials to see how far your rocket goes and record the results below. So go ahead and launch your rocket 3 times and record the distance in inches. This question asks, what strategies worked best to slingshot your rocket, and how did you adjust your strategy throughout the trials? This once again is an open-ended question and depends on what you did during your trials. The next question says, after watching the engineering overview video, you can rewatch the aerospace engineering section if it is needed. List 3 things you think aerospace engineers work on. The next question says, if you were an aerospace engineer, what would you want to work on and why? So going back to that list of 3 things you think aerospace engineers work on, which one would you want to do? This last question says, many aerospace engineers have to deal with different elements when launching something into space. For example, the Earth's atmosphere can reach extreme temperatures. What do you think would happen if aerospace engineers were not prepared for this and sent a rocket into space? Go ahead and pause the video, make a hypothesis, and then I will go into detail about what would happen if you sent a rocket into space and it was not prepared for the heat environment. If a rocket entered the atmosphere that was not prepared for the heat, it could catch on fire or even explode. This is why aerospace engineers need to make sure that they use materials that are heat resistant and can withstand exiting the Earth's atmosphere. That's all for making a slingshot rocket. Thank you so much for participating and have a nice day.